Generally, when people think about efficiency at work, the last thing that comes to mind is a smaller keyboard. So I don't know why people consider a 60% keyboard more efficient than a regular size keyboard. But anyway, this is the Cougar Gaming Pura Mini RGB 60% compact keyboard, and this is one of the most awesome mechanical compact keyboards I've ever played with. So this is the Cougar Gaming Pura Mini RGB 60% compact keyboard. In terms of its dimensions, it's 295 by 121 by 38.4 millimeters. In terms of its weight, it's 690 grams with only 61 keys. It has Gate-Tron mechanical switches either in red or blue, and the lubed mechanical switches are available for the red switches, which makes it more smoother, softer, and more silent. In terms of the red switches, the operating force required is 45 grams, the articulation point is 2 millimeters, and the travel distance is 4 millimeters. It has ergonomic ball-shaped keycaps with a double-shot PBT print. In terms of anti-ghosting keys, this has N-key rollover. From the name, you can tell this is RGB capable. It has an RGB underglow and up to 14 color settings, all of which you will be seeing on the screen. In terms of connectivity, it takes a wired USB Type-C, and Cougar provides a 1.8 meter cable. This also supports the Cougar Pix software, which allows you to synchronize all of your abilities with all of your Cougar devices as well as the RGB. So in terms of the design of this keyboard, the one thing is that it's very compact and all the keys are in one central location. I think this takes a lot of getting used to in terms of the key travel and typing and all of those things. In terms of the design, the one cool thing with this is the fact that this comes with a magnetic cover, right? Apart from the magnetic cover, this has 2 layers of sound dampening through gaskets as well as sound absorbing foam. So the mechanical key switches aren't as annoying as they should be. This keyboard also has the ability of 3 custom profiles, and the custom profiles allow you to switch between 3 profile keys that include things like RGB effects as well as macro key mapping. On the point of macro key mapping, this has the ability to record macro keys because of its compactness, and the way that you go about recording a macro key is you utilize the FN and the tab button. You can also utilize the number keys at the top as function buttons, so your FN to F12. Moving on to a bit of a typing test. So let's go ahead and type something. So that is the typing test, and I would like to say that getting or using a 60% compact keyboard takes a little getting used to. And I mean, even for me, because I like to spread my hands out, I know I space my hands out and I can get everywhere that I need to without having to slow me down. Here, you have to know that, you know what, you might be on top of your thumbs or something like that. But I think it's a very specific niche of set of people that use this for either the aesthetic appeal of having a minimal keyboard, or the actual functionality of not having your keys or your fingers travel too far to type. I think the fact that it is compact and easy to travel with leads into its intended market. So firstly, I think the first intended market is obviously gamers that want to travel with compact keyboards so that they can still have the feel of typing on mechanical key switches so that they know what they're doing, and or even using mechanical key switches to travel and game. The second intended market, I think, is people who want that minimal aesthetic either in their setup, so they have a smaller keyboard and this wired in. The third demographic is obviously the functional people, which is obviously the ones that say, oh, the 60% keyboard helps me type faster and all of those things. So this keyboard works with both Windows 10 and 11, as well as it works with the Mac OS. There are some macro keys and stuff that don't work with Mac OS, but that's expected. Now, in terms of its retail price, this retails for 1,800 Rand. And if you'd like to pick up one of your very own, there is a link in the description below to the Cougar South Africa website, where you can cop one of your very own Puri Mini 60% compact RGB keyboards. So now, when it comes down to the pros and the cons of this keyboard, what do I have to say? Honestly, I think I'm on the fence on this. A little because I don't understand properly the use of this compact keyboard, and I can't accommodate typing like this. For me, it's very difficult to be trying to do work and then I look over for the numpad to punch something in and then there's no numpad. So that's that. But in terms of the keyboard itself, I think this is an awesome keyboard. I mean, even for the minimalist appeal, I would purchase this just to have it on my desk, just like how you're seeing here. On the mouse pad, one small keyboard, nothing else. So there is that appeal. And yeah, the fact that they come with red switches mean they're not too creepy, and the fact that the gaskets and the insulation foam that's built into these keyboards reduce the amount of noise these keys make. But in terms of functionality, I mean, for gaming and the response time we get out of it, and the rapid response time just by doing that, works awesome. And yeah, I mean, I think I'm just seeing it from a sense of not properly understanding how to use the product. So that's what's throwing me off a little bit. But all in all, the build quality is awesome. And I mean, you guys know we always get an awesome product out of Cougar. So there's that, which we can never fault them for. In terms of my score, I'm gonna rate this a 7.6 out of 10. Purely because it's an awesome product, just I can't understand it and I can't use it. So in the comments below, guys, let me know what you think. Maybe you can help change my mind on these 60% compact keyboards. You can do that in the comment section below. But once again, if you want to pick up one of your very own Cougar Puri Mini 60% compact RGB keyboards, there's a link in the description below to the Cougar South Africa website. A big shout out to Cougar South Africa for sending out this device for me to review, for me to play around with, and to get a feel of what a 60% compact keyboard is like. But guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can let me know by giving a like rating if you did. And if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss on any of our future videos. Guys, once again, thanks for watching. My name is Sean, and I'll catch you in the next video.